Hi everyone, my name is Daniel Ojueno. Today I'm going to be talking about fundamentals of cloud computing and related security issues. Here are the summary of table of content. I'm going to talk about virtualization, cloud service models, adopting cloud services, service-oriented architecture, deployment models, cloud storage, and compare and contrast. First, I'm going to be talking about virtualization platform. Virtualization platform is a platform that it's a virtual machine that one can use as a second operating system, second or third operating system. It's a virtual. You just have to download it on your computer and configure it in a proper manner. So these are examples of the virtual machines. We have virtual box, vSphere, Workstation Pro, Fusion, Azure Virtual Machine, SUSE Linux, Enterprise Server, ESSi, and Oracle Virtual Machine. Next, I'm going to be talking about cloud services. We have three types of cloud services. We have the software as a service, infrastructure as a service, and we have the platform as a service. Talking about the software as a service, a model that gives quick access to cloud-based web applications, um, which the vendor controls the entire computing stack, which you can access using a web browser. Talking about infrastructure as a service, is a virtual provision of computing resource over the cloud. An IaaS cloud provider can give you a range of computing infrastructure such as storage, servers, networking, hardware. Lastly, talking about platform as a service. Essentially, a cloud base where you can develop, test, and organize different applications for your business. Next, I'm going to be talking about adopting cloud-based, why and who should use which service. Um, Talking about SaaS, it is affordable, easily accessible, and ready to use. Talking about the infrastructure as a service, um, it minimizes cost, enhance scalability, and that's simple deployment. Talking about platform as a service, it minimizes development time, supports multiple program language, and enhance collaboration. We should use these services. SAS should be used like between small business owners and middle scale, while the infrastructure as a service should be used like medium-based companies to bigger infrastructure, bigger companies, and the platform as a service is generalized. It can be used by the small and the bigger companies. These are also additional benefits of adopting clouding. Um, Example of software as a service is it is affordable at it eliminates the cost involved in the purchase, installation, maintenance, and upgrades of computing hardware. It's affordable on that. Um, it's accessible anywhere, and it's also ready to use. Infrastructure as a service, it minimizes costs. Deploying an IaaS cloud model eliminates the need to deploy on-premise hardware and reduces cost. It enhances scalability and also simpler deployment, which lets you easily deploy the server, processing storage, and network to make it up and running in no time. The platform as a service, minimal development time, reduces the development time since the vendor provides all computing resources like server, site component, which simplifies the process and improves the focus of the development team. What should we know about DAS, which is desktop as a service? Desktop is a virtualization provided through the cloud. DAS is similar to the server deployment in the infrastructure as a service. However, it's strictly specialize in offering desktop operating system, which this can be Windows, Mac OS, Chrome, things like that. DAS enables workforce mobility and enhanced flexibility. Service-oriented architecture. Service-oriented architecture is a stage in application development and integration solution. It defines a way to make software components reusable using interfaces. Service provider. The service provider is the maintainer of the service and the organization that makes one or more service available to others. To advertise service, the provider can publish them in a registry together with a service contract that specifies the nature of the service, how to use it, the requirement of the service, and the fees charged. Service consumer. The service consumer can locate the service metadata in a registry and develop the required client components to bind and use the service. These are deployment models for private cloud, public cloud, community, and hybrid clouds. Private cloud. In the private cloud, a business has access to infrastructure in the cloud that is not shared with anyone else. The firm typically deploys its platform and software application on the cloud infrastructure. Public clouds. In a public cloud, individuals, businesses share on premises and access to basic computer infrastructure, which can be servers, storage, network, development platform. Community clouds. A community cloud deployment is split between public and private cloud infrastructure in a hybrid cloud. Sensitive data remains within the private cloud where we can maintain highly secure standards. Now, hybrid clouds are well suited to carrying out big data operations on non-sensitive data in public cloud while protecting sensitive data in the private cloud. Hybrid clouds also allow companies to run their public-facing applications or their capacity-intensive development platform in the public portion of the cloud while their sensitive data remains protected. Security storage, legal privacy issues. Security storage issues facing the visibility issues. It can forecast budget plan and most importantly become more efficient in using cloud resource and allocating cost. Perfect for short-term use and also it's committed only to capacity requirement, which means the company have to make sure that there are attractive terms for increasing their commitment. As it grows, they need to understand they have to upgrade the capacity. Security risk. The key security concern for business is unauthorized access to or sharing restricted or sensitive information. Exposure to sensitive information erodes data privacy, which leads to loss of control over data and makes business vulnerable to cybersecurity issues and associated legal compliance penalties. Legal and privacy issues. A legal company can profit from working with a cloud provider in various ways. Some benefits include cost savings, remote access, increased organization efficiency, sometimes flexibility and scalability. Unfortunately, many law firms remain wary of cloud technology due to concern about sensitive data, governance, and potential civil repercussions from data privacy regulations. Many lawyers have expressed their apprehension regarding cloud migration due to data privacy legislation, possible legal ramification. Here I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to be comparing and contrasting on local resource requirement, local control, network requirement, and security. Local resource requirement. Service and resource management. A cloud infrastructure virtualizes all components of a data center. Service management is a measured package of applications and services that end user can quickly deploy and manage in a public and private cloud. Local controls don't share information. There is no way any cloud service can get the data about how, when, and where to use devices. Faster response. The information doesn't need to go through the cloud and then go to the devices. Security. Personal information will never leak to the internet. Network requirement. High-speed networking usually right now is 10 gigabytes, and in future it might then go from 40 to 100 gigabytes. Security. Companies that leverage cloud technologies without being aware of the cloud security risk opening themselves up for various financial and technical risk. This risk can be attacks, which can be caused by attackers, by employers, and also, you know, um, which can cause chaos in the future. Mitigations are ways to reduce or stop attack, or to check for vulnerabilities in the application system. Overall vulnerabilities are ways to check if the application, the system can be exploited through a vulnerability or that the attacker can use. And if not, they have to mitigate it by using other sources. So going back to local resource requirement, um, we have reporting, visibility, reliability, and security. Data centers need high levels of real-time reporting and visibility capabilities in cloud environment to guarantee compliance, SLAs, security billing, and chargeback. Local control. You can't control appliances remotely. You won't be able to manage your device outside your home because they are not connected to the internet. Network requirements, which are network security as service provided over the cloud, need to be secure. They are fueling the demand for virtualization firewalls and intrusion detection prevention systems. Interfaces for users, admins, talking about local resource requirements, interface for users, admins, and developers. Automated development and self-service interfaces is complex cloud service for end users, helping lower operating costs and deliver adoption. Local control this time. Fewer functionality, voices control, routines, music services. These are just some functionalities that you won't have access to if you have all your device controlled locally. Network requirements, low latency. The network between the user and the private or public cloud, including content, application, and services, must deliver an experience to the user that makes their separation from those resources completely transparent. These are my references. Thank you very much.